Hello, welcome back to the channel. We have got a weird one today. This will be the Olympia Tools 8-in-1 stainless steel pen multi-tool. Now, before you go thinking it has a hidden ink pen in it, it actually doesn't. The pen stands for that it is around the same size as a normal pen. And so the pocket clip, therefore, will be a little bit more suited for the pocket than actually I was trying to use them in my pants pocket and so forth, and it's not necessarily as much of a belt as a pocket clip. So the neat thing about this is you pull it out and it transforms into a multi-tool. Now, if this looks familiar, that's because it probably is the SOG Baton, I believe is what it's called. It does something similar with a pair of scissors, and you can also get a pair of pliers. I'm not sure which came first. This has been out for a little bit. There are two versions of this, the Olympia and the Benchmark. Both of them are very hard to find. So rip the top off here, but anyway, this is how it comes, just with this little package. And this is on Amazon right now for almost $40, which is way overpriced. I was able to find this on eBay for about half that price, which is still overpriced. Normally this was $10. If you can find this for $10 anywhere, I would recommend this multi-tool, but for more than that, it's more of a novelty item. All right, so let's try some of its features. One of the things we find is my kids have been playing with this a lot because they love the sliding design is, and these designs, they don't really lock into place. So different times you've got this issue where they sort of come up here and get in the way of the cutters. But once the cutters are exposed and you pull it back down, they do work. These are very cheap cutters though. So, and you can easily pinch yourself like I pretty much just did right there. So you have to be pretty careful. Now, I did want to mention these cutters look like some of those very, very cheap Chinese tools where they break apart because the steel is of such awful quality. So I have no clue what this is made out of, but I got it for the design rather than the quality. So just so you know. All right, so then we go ahead, we push this back into place, and let's look at some of the tools. So first of all, I want to look at this one. Again, some of the positives. It does have a couple positives. So this is pretty much a full Phillips bit driver. This will be reminiscent of some of the nicer Gerber or Leathermans we've seen. Of course, less quality. Again, you've got that granular structure in here. Sort of hard to see close up, but anyway, right there you can see, which usually means it's not that good of metal. But one of the neat things is it does not come with a bit kit, but you can use some of the bit kits from some of your other cheap multi-tool kits, and it does work. So you can actually extend this and use any 1/4-inch bits with the adapter with this Phillips. Now it is a little loose, but it does work, and the magnet keeps it in place. So anyway, if you were to buy this multi-tool, that is one interesting function where you can add to its capability. And then we have this tool, which to me, it's a little bit of a wasted space. It's a huge chunky tool, and its whole purpose is just for basically a fingernail file on one side. So that's what that is. And here you see there's just a little bit of a spacer. Now on this side, they actually could have added an extra tool, but they have a fairly large spacer in there instead. All right, so none of these tools lock again. So this would, I guess, be UK legal, I'm assuming. And then we have the knife. And actually, I have to say, this is one of the most impressive features to me. Let's see if it's still sharp. I've been using it. Yeah, it is really sharp. So I carried this with me and to church, and my son was using it to cut a tag off one of his toys, and he was able to just slice through, and he really loved this multi-tool. So that knife is really sharp. Pretty impressed with that. Then we have this can opener, which again, I don't really use can openers, but that's what that is. And then we have got this screwdriver. On the other side, we've got the Phillips on the one side, and then this is your flat screwdriver. And again, it's a little chunky on the end, but it's not too bad. So that's what that is as well. All right, so that pretty much sums it up. let's go ahead and look at this, make sure I didn't miss anything. So we have got the S2 screwdriver, the knife, the Phillips screwdriver, we've got the wire cutter, the can opener, standard pliers, and long nose pliers. All right, so that's what this tool is. Again, final thoughts, the pros, the knife is really nice. I love how it sort of transforms. You can just put it in your shirt pocket, bring it back out for very, very light tasks. I think this is nice. It's nice that it can be used with a bit driver. The negatives, I feel like this is made of really, really cheap metal, at least the inside implements and the pliers. So I don't think anything over, I think $20 is even too much for this tool. At $10, I think that's about the right price for a novelty item. All right, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.